So in this review I'm looking at the OSC 15, the Festool oscillating cutter 18 volts cordless machine, and I think the way that Festool have built affection for their brand over the years is by thinking inside the box and outside the box, if you like. So there's always a little surprise in here, and just look at this. This is something that you don't find with a lot of the other models, is that we've got a nice little depth stop here ready to go, so you don't have to guess it. You can set the depth exactly where you're going. You can swivel that round. And the reason that's important is because if you're going through flooring, for example, and you want to go through, you want to avoid any pipes and any cables, you can set this to the 18mm for the chipboard or whatever it is, and then just make sure it just goes through. I really like that. It's got dust extraction on it as well, because they're always big on dust extraction. The other thing that I really like is that they give you a picture. So often when I'm unpacking tools, I'm maybe just testing them and sending them back. I can't work out how they all go back in the box, but if you just look at this, you can see where everything goes in there. So we've got a chunky looking charger, we've got big round blade here. They give you another blade with it. This has the Starlock system that's used by Bosch and Fine. It just simply clicks on like that and you're ready to go. But this little device here allows you to lock into different attachments. And there's a whole load of accessories you can get. You could really build up a big system. You may notice some similarities between this and the Fine. To be perfectly honest, this machine is not made by Festool. I think it's made by Fine. It looks so similar that it's got the articulated head for anti-vibration. The controls in the same place, apart from a slight shape difference there. I think it's basically the same. But if you're a Festool person and you want the Festool system, then you're obviously going to go for this. You've got the speed control, you've got reasonably quiet. It'd be very interesting to run this one up against the Fine and see if there's any difference in the noise, but certainly they've taken care of the vibration. Lovely slimline battery, by the way, which means that you can get right down to that surface if you're working close to the floor. Supposing you're cutting skirting boards and things like that, and you want to get right down there. This slim pack battery allows you to get down there. Of course, you can use your other 18 volt Festool batteries on this tool. So this is a 3.1 amp hour battery. Anyway, we're going to take this out and give it a good run. When I took it out of the box, I know I'm getting a bit doddery, I understand that, but I was thinking, where's the battery? Where's the battery? And I was searching all over for the battery. The battery's already on it. Look at that. Look how sleek that little battery is fitting in there. I didn't even know if it was on there. So the Festool, for all you Festool fanboys who just would not consider having any other brand of tool in your van, then what's this like? It's a pretty awesome machine, I've got to say. A lot of people are saying it's actually the Fine in another clothing, it's got another case on it, and most details in it are identical to the Fine, including that suspension on the front there, articulated head, which does take a lot of the vibration out. Nice speed control, fairly quiet machine actually. In terms of a compact tool with all the refinement that you get with something like the Fine, of course it comes with a lot of other things like depth stops and so on. That's what people like about Festool. They've thought about all those little details. I mean, it's a great machine, quite honestly. It's not going to be cheap, is it? Because it's Festool. So for Festool fans, there's a no-brainer. But for the others who are a little bit more objective, who aren't necessarily wedded to any particular brand, how does this compare to the Fine, and how does it compare to the other machines that we've tested? Because we've tested 9 altogether, and you can check out our test results as we put those head to head in our final showdown at the end of this series where we've done all the individual tests. So don't forget to check that out.
I bet you know there's 2 other people that are going to want that for Christmas.